We're about to play They Don't Make Them Like They Used To, aren't we? All right. For people who don't know, They Don't Make Them Like They Used To is where we take films or television programs that in no way could be made today.
At all.
All right.
That's almost all of them. Mm-hmm. So what are we doing today?
One of my favorites, Blazing Saddles.
Oh, I don't know if you
And one of
could
my
make
favorite
that.
scenes.
What's okay? Well, because I
won't tell you.
People will say they could still make it today
No.
because of the message, but I don't think so, because if people go out there and are anti-racist, they get accused of racism.
Well, yes, and we should also add that who wrote Blazing Saddles? Richard Pryor.
Mm-hmm. Oh, wait, was he black?
I don't think so.
No,
but I
not
do.
Really.
Not black enough.
I know he sympathized with them.
Yes. Yeah. He was a black sympathist. Also, Mel Brooks was a Nazi sympathizer, though, so we should. So it
That's
canceled
true.
itself out.
He did not care for Jews.
Nope.
Oh. He'll tell you that now.
Yes.
Well, him and Gibson both. I mean, Mel's
effectively the same thing. Where do you think Gibson got it from?
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, that's his hero.
It's just, you listen to the voicemails, it's just him reciting Young Frankenstein. All right, this is your favorite
let's
scene.
go.
Let's see if they can make this today.
I rehearsed my speech.
Oh, boy.
Oh, I remember this.
As honorary chairman of the Welcoming Committee, it is my privilege to extend to you a laurel and hearty handshake.
Wonderful.
Lovely. Excellent.
Hey, Gabby, can you see him yet?
Prospector. That's exactly what's coming.
The George coming. Bring out the church bells. Strike up the band.
So funny.
Hey, the sheriff is on this.
What did he say? The sheriff is near.
No, got a blaming thing, blaming. The sheriff is on this. As chairman of the Welcoming Committee, it is my privilege to extend a laurel and hearty handshake to our new nigger.
Hard R. Put that back down.
But notice the sheriff is the one in the scene who is the good guy.
Yeah,
that's
the guy in charge.
Excuse me while I whip this out.
Who also has a large penis.
By the
That's a
power
compliment.
vested in me by the Honorable William J. LaPetitmain. I hereby assume the duties of the office of sheriff in and for the township of Rockridge.
Gentlemen, let us not allow anger to rule the day. As your spiritual leader, I implore you to pay heed to this good book and what it has to say.
Of course.
Son, you're on your own.
How long are we going to watch this?
It's a long clip.
Hold it.
Got a minute.
The next man makes a move, the nigger gets it.
That's such a Pryor moment.
Hold it, man.
Oh, yeah.
He's not bluffing.
He's not bluffing.
He's just crazy
He'll do
enough
it.
to do it.
Drop it. Or I swear
It's hard
I'll
not to
blow
quote this.
nigger's head all over this town.
Oh, Lordy Lord, he's desperate. Do what he says. Do what he says.
Disappointed.
Just showing how dumb everyone is.
Yeah. Stupid.
I know, right? That's the whole point.
Exactly.
He do what he says.
Isn't anybody going to help that poor man?
Hush, Harriet. That's a sure way to get him killed.
Oh, help me. Help me. Help
me! Somebody help me! Help me! Help me! Help me!
Shut up!
You can totally see Pryor doing that on stage too. I guarantee you.
Yeah, it's a total act out.
If people, here's the thing: people will get offended at, and I know a lot of people say, "No, well, actually, we could make it today." No, the truth is, when people make anti-racist jokes, people will get mad that we even laughed at that.
Yeah.
The joke is that people used to be racist.
Of course.
That's the whole joke: is that people used to be racist, and we look back on it and think of how silly and how uncivilized it was.
Yeah.
In no way is it. Look, just pointing out something is not the same as admiring something.
Yeah, exactly. That was the whole setup. Like Dave said, like the good guy in that sequence was the sheriff. The stupid backwards people were all the townsfolk who fell for this stupid thing.
So
and then the guy reading it out, and then you got the prospector, like he's like Swedish chef up there trying to call out words. Like it's hilarious. They did a great job with it.
Yeah,
there's some.
He's the fish out of water in that scene, and that's what just makes it so funny because he's coming down to a redneck, stupid town.
Yeah,
that's the whole joke. That he's just going into a very ignorant area. The whole movie is based on that.
Yeah.
Like it's why it's funny. It's why it's good. But no, I don't think they could make it today because people wouldn't get it.
No, they would see one thing and go, "Oh, they said something I don't like."
Well, I also think this is kind of what you're talking about. Richard Pryor had written that. I don't think it's a problem when we have more of a racial divide. Think about it. We've talked about this before. The biggest show, one of the biggest shows when we were kids, Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
The Jeffersons, how huge that was.
Yep.
You look at Family Matters, how big that was. You know, there were black characters in every single show that we watched growing up as a kid. And this was
Good times.
A black writer, Richard Pryor, who was the most popular comedian in the country, made a film that wasn't just for black people, but was for everybody. And now, if you're a black creator, you have to be an Amber Ruffin. You have to be a Tyler Perry black creator. And so you end up having this content like CMT country is white, and then the BETs, there's no crossover where it's very difficult for people. The cultures are becoming increasingly out of touch, kind of like music. It's so much more fragmented. But the difference is it doesn't have to happen racially. It happens because of executives who go, no, stay in your lane. You write your black thing. You think Richard Pryor would have been able to write a major release that was designed for white people that included the N-word as the single most featured word in a script? They would have never allowed that to happen. And so what happens today, white people wouldn't be able to experience the brilliance that is Richard Pryor.
Yeah, exactly. Well, and the cool thing about Richard Pryor doing that is he made everyone laugh. White, black, Hispanic. Like he makes fun of Hispanics too in there, right? So there's all kinds. It's hilarious. We all laughed at it.
Yeah. Well, his comedy was for everybody, even though he wasn't a huge fan of white people, and I get it. I mean, he grew up in
it was a different time.
Well, and he grew up in Peoria, Illinois, where his mother was a prostitute, his grandmother raised him, was a madam, and he was sexually abused by white men that would come through. Like he had his own issues. He has a very interesting story, but his comedy broke the mold, like paved the way for us to be able to make movies like that and for us to be able to laugh at each other and stuff. So regardless of how he even felt, he was trying to do something with his comedy that took everything to the next level, and we've ruined that.
Yeah.
Like, how can you look at somebody like Hannah Gadsby and go, yeah, she's doing the same thing. She's really, just opening the door for so many brilliant comedians.
Well, it really feels like all of the progress that we went through and developed has been kind of thrown in the gutter, and we're back to segregated schools and stuff. Like they want that kind of thing. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, I think if Lenny Bruce could have seen the future, he'd be like, "Oh, I'm not going to OD on morphine fighting for you." Like, what is?
Yeah, because it goes right back.
Like, there's no reason. Why bother? I mean, even Carlin, when people talk about he was angry. Well, yeah, he was angry. He was arrested with Lenny Bruce. He had been around for a long time trying to fight for the same thing, how we shouldn't use words in the way and weaponize them the way that we have. Why? Of course he died frustrated and pissed off.
Yeah.
Because he actually cared about it.
Right. As opposed to Hannah Gadsby's laughter hunger strike.
Yes. Well, there's
I
no
will not
virtue.
Make you laugh anymore as a comedian until Dave Chappelle's band.
Well, there's just no virtue in being a victim, and that's what everybody wants to be now. Like, I was raped 11 times. Okay, well, why are you going to that place?
Yeah, exactly.
Wait, what point is it you're just...
What are you going to Blind Alcoholics Anonymous?
Yeah, real knack for getting raped.
Like a talent.
I mean, yeah.
Watch Louder with Crowder live, Monday through Thursday, 10 a.m. Eastern.